Hey guys, so let's talk about the top 15 stocks for 2019. But not just that, I'm gonna break down the top 5 out of the top 15 on what were their buy signals, what would have cost you to buy them, what were the charting signals, the buy signals to come in and to profit take also for the year. Please remember, these are not just stock picks. This is us learning the logic on when are you supposed to come in and when are you supposed to come out based on what the charts are telling us. So if you want to know what are the top 15 stocks for 2019, check this video out. Hi everyone, this is Marvin Germo. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe and smash that bell so you get updated every time I come up with new content about the stock market. We're nearing and honing the 100,000 mark. Thank you so much. Let's make stock investing. Let's make investing cool. Let's make this something that's talked about. It's not just about me creating content, but I want the stock market, I want investing to be something that's talked about on a regular basis. Let's make investing, let's make personal finance something that's part of this generation, because I really believe that this generation will be one of the richest generations ever. Enjoy the rest of the video. Hey guys, so as promised, I said that when I created the top 15 worst stocks for 2019, I'm gonna create a follow-on video talking about the top 10, top 15 stocks for 2019. The ones that crushed it, the ones that at the start of the year, that's when they started to actually move up. You will also notice it from the stocks that I will break down, showing you the technicals of it. You will notice the narrative. Some of them were the ones that did not do well in the previous years. They were the ones also that were either lagging and not moving, or either they were dropping and then they were the ones who started to reverse. It does not also mean that if they did not do well or did not perform in January, February, March, it does not mean that a move up won't happen as well, because they don't move up in the same fashion. The goal of this is for you to know what caused it. The goal of this is for you to be aware also that these are the stocks that move up as well, and that you can learn from it. It can be a template for you on how you can actually crush and make a lot of money for 2020. It could also be a way for you, a technique for you that, hey, if these are the ones that did not perform well in the prior years, and this year they're the ones that performed, a possible narrative is you could possibly look at the stocks that are not performing well this year, and those are the ones that you can start looking into. My goal is still the same, is to give you context on how you can be able to actually win, trade, and invest in the market, because we need more good people to win. We need more good people to have the money. Enjoy the rest of the video. So let's do this. Let's break down the top 15 stocks for 2019 as of today. Please remember, I already posted the top worst stocks for the year. I'm still gonna do my own year-end countdown again. But again, the whole goal, the whole heart of this is for you to be able to get the logic and the context of how the buy signals emerge so that you start winning. Anyways, quick plug. If you want to know the top 10 stocks for 2020, this is our year-end event. Join us December 14, 2019. The link is down in the description for the top 10 stocks for 2020. It will be in SMX Aura. I invited 3 speakers, a fundamental analyst, hardcore economist, and a stockbroker / analyst with their own insights, with their own independent views to teach you how you can actually win for 2020. If you don't have time to attend our events, you can grab a copy of my 5 books via Shopee. The link also is down in the description. Stock Investing Made Easy are for people who don't have any background on the markets yet. Winning Strategies for Investing is fundamentals and technical. Stress-free investing is how you can sell and buy and sell even if you're an investor. Breaking the Resistance is pure technicals. Where should you invest? Talks about all of the other investments under the sun, with the one goal in mind: to teach you what investments will fit you. Anyways, back to the best stocks for 2019. Again, this is based from the first trading day of the year up until December 6, 2019. So please remember, as what I've mentioned on the top of this video, I'm gonna make another version of this at the end of the year so we get to have a recap on what's going on. So comment I'm excited if you want to learn more. Comment I'm excited if you want me to proceed further. So I'll start with the top 11 to 15 stocks. So number 15, Nickel Asia, started the year with 2.22 to 2.98. The stock is up 34.23%. PHA started with 0.33, went to 0.44. Stock is up 35.38%. Please also note that this does not include the highest point for the year. The stock could have also retraced down. This is factoring in the last trading price from December 6th. Next, Ayala Land Logistics, 2.42, 3.33. Stock is up 37.6. Vista Land is 5.41, up to 7.58. The stock is up 40%. Wilcon, 13.06, hit 18.42. The stock is up 41%. Next, our next target is the top 6 to 10 stocks for 2019. JG Summit, which was one of the stocks that did not perform well last year, went from 55 to 78.9, up 43.19%. SPC, 5.48 to 7.9, up 44%. CIP, 106 to 164, up 53.65%. Hinebra, GSMI, 25.8 to 40.85, up 58.33%. SunTrust or Sun, 0.73 to 126, up 72.60%. Now, this is what I'm gonna do also. The top 5 stocks for 2019, I'm gonna chart them. I'm gonna show you where the areas are, what the strategic areas are for you to come in. But number 5 is House. 8.23 to 14.8, up 79.83. SLI 1.24, Santa Lucia to 2.48, up 100%. Double your money in a year. ACPH, Ayala Energy 1.50 to 2.41, 109.57%. ACEX 3.39 to 8, up 135.99%. And last but not least, Holcim started the year at 5.8, hit 13.88% with 139.31% gain for the year. Now let's look what the charts are telling us for this particular stocks. What were the signals that could have caused you to buy? Because you know me, my style, my narrative is technical analysis. Because I really believe that everything you need to know is found in the charts. Everything you need to know to succeed is found in what the technicals are telling you. You don't need to listen to hype. You don't need to listen to speculation. You just need to decide on your own. You just need to study what the charts are telling you as well. Now let's look at the charts. Me to chart the top 5 stocks for 2019. The heart and the goal is I hope that you see the particular areas where somehow, some way the chart showed us signals of reversal, because the name of the game when you are trading, especially if you are a position trader, is to find strategic areas where you see the chart start to reverse, where you see the chart start to move into a different direction as well. So as you all know, the top 5 stocks are House, SLI, Ayala Energy, Ace, and Holcim. So we're gonna take it one by one from there, so at least you guys get context on the whole narrative and the whole goal and strategy to be able for you to trade all of this with confidence. So I hope that you don't have to memorize this particular stocks, because these stocks will change. It doesn't mean that they'll be the ones that will do well next year. It doesn't mean that they will overperform also. What I want you to get is, if there were certain signals that showed you reversal for these 5 stocks, I hope that you can find the common logic and strategy for them, so you can replicate them for 2020, because that's what the goal of this channel is to educate you, not to give you not just to give you picks. Because please remember, if I give you picks and don't empower you and don't give you the ability to do it on your own, then you'll just be reliant on me, and you don't build the strategy, then you don't build also the confidence as well. The goal here is that so that you build the confidence that you can do it on your own. So let's look at House. So what we can do is, let's try to stretch it out. First, what's so interesting about House is, if you notice it, uh, one of the things that I can actually see, especially if I zoom out here, is this. Number one, you could actually build a support here. You could also build somehow a resistance here as well. So one of the things that I would look at for House is basically this. You have to understand that the whole narrative of this is, number one, this entire area since 2013, November 2013, the stock has moved basically sideways from November 2013 all the way up until December 2018. Then what triggered the movement for House was basically this. After breaking out of this resistance, Please remember, the longer the resistance it breaks out from, the stronger the push as well. That's why I like to buy stocks who would break out from large resistances, because when stocks break out from large resistances, it would give you a narrative that the movement also would be pretty much strong. So for those who would like to pick areas to buy, there's two buy signals for this. One was the breakout from the 7.77 resistance. The next one was from the 8.8 resistance level. So that being said, after that large movement, you notice it created a very strong push up, no, very strong and very large push up. So regardless of how you treated it, one sell signal that could have triggered you to get away from the stock was this. So number one, if you bought from the breakout of 7.7, the sell signal would have been, let me just plot it first so you see it properly. Sell signal would have been here. This would have given you a 100% gain. For those who bought from the breakout here and sold there, this could have given you a 77% gain. So as much as possible, it's still something that's pretty decent. So you should have gotten out last August 30 when the stock started breaking this very steep trend line. That's one. So another exit area. So please remember, for this stock, there's two exit areas here. There's two entry areas and one exit area. One is the breakout from the 7.77 resistance, which happened December last year. The second one happened at the end of January when it started to break the 8.8 resistance level. The next thing that I could pin here is I'll put a resistance here, then I'll put a support here. Another sell signal could have been something that happened in September here, after breaking down from this 15.1 support level. That could have been already an area for you to sell as well. So if you look at it also, after that, no, it started already to move sideways, meaning it's not headed into a particular direction, up or down. So you could have still had a 90+% gain, or as high as a 70+% gain. And if I'll try to make this a broader trend, now you will see this entire trend here looks pretty much sideways as well. For it's been doing that already since March this year. So what's so interesting about breakout stocks is, after breaking out a large portion, it tends to rest already, because the stocks either push, the buyers are gone, but it's not going down also, it's just consolidating, and time is putting causing it to not go anywhere as well. So that's the trading plan for house, or 899 holdings. Now let's look at Santa Lucia. Let's look at SLI. So for SLI, let me zoom out so we see it. If you notice it, it's almost the same narrative. It's a breakout from a very strong consolidation level. Please remember, for SLI, the stock has been consolidating this very long period. This started since August 2016. So it's been consolidating, say, for almost 3 years already. The breakout happened after it zoomed up from the 1.3 resistance level. After that breakout, you have a very large push up. The highest point was 120% gain. So similar to House, these are stocks that have been consolidating, have gone nowhere, and because they started to break out, that's where you see the push for the stock to start to head up higher as well. Now let me draw the trend line here. For those who know how to plot trend lines, those who know how to follow trends, the first main trend line is still pretty much intact, but the second one got broken. So this is a sell signal for those who use this reference point as your sell signal. Now, for those who bought from the breakout, the sell signal here would have given you still a 96% gain. That's pretty decent gain. If you notice it also, since August this year, similar to House. Now, House also started to move sideways August this year. People peg it as a ghost month, but to all of us, it's just a stock that's moving sideways. If you took profits because of its failure to break the 2.8 resistance, you would have been up 118%. So, couple of things to watch out for. Some of you could have still held on to this stock. The only reason why you're holding on to it is a couple of things. Number one, let me try to eliminate some of the other signals. And number one is this support level at 2.4 is still holding. So my suggestion for those who's using this reference point as an area to sell, once the 2.4 resistance gets broken, you sell, or once this trend line gets broken, you also sell and take profits as well, because the range that's holding its consolidatory period is now gone. And second, the trend line here also that was protecting that was the prelude to the breakout, and the uptrend is also broken as well. So that's our second ideology for Santa Lucia as of this point in time. Third stock is ACE, AC Energy. So let's look at this. Oops, sorry. So for AC Energy, let me zoom out so you have also a broader context. Different naman for AC Energy, you see the stock from a downtrend. After it moving from a downtrend, it started to reverse. So the reversal signal uh, for 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 Ayala Energy, what's interesting, it came from a downtrend, then it consolidated a bit, then it started to reverse. For those who attended our Stock Smart sessions, you know what our style is, you know what our narrative is every time we see stocks that move in this fashion. But anyways, let me draw the breakout point first. This could have been your buy area, somewhere around here could have been your buy area still. For those who bought from the breakout of that range, no, you would have been up from its max at 137%. Let me draw also another trend line here. As I start to draw the trend line, you see that this main trend line is still pretty much intact. For those who are respecting this trend line, there's no need for you to sell yet. But for those of you who are pegging this as a resistance level, failure to break the 3 peso level would have been your sell signal, would have given you a 141% gain. So there's two sell signals, possible sell signals here. Number one, was the failure to break the 3 peso level. Number two, if this trend line does not hold, you can already start to sell as well. Or I'll try to peg a support level here, somewhere here. Since if it further goes below this line, you can now also start selling. But congratulations, the whole goal of this is we now have two narratives. Look for stocks that are sideways after they've moved sideways and they've broken out from a very, very, very large resistance. That's your area to start selling. Or similar to Ayala Energy, the stock was pretty much in a downtrend for quite some time. After it getting out of the downtrend, that's your area, that's your narrative for you to start coming in and to buy the stock as well. Next, let's look at ACE naman. Okay, for the stock, let's try to zoom out. Let me try to zoom out for you guys so you see also the context. If you notice it, the context is pretty much the same. Support, resistance, resistance. If you look at it, at some point in 2019, the stock also started to break out from a particular resistance. So the resistance that I want you to watch out for is the July resistance. The breakout here is what's predicating the movement up. The breakout there, boom, largest point would have given you a 200% gain. One of the first sell signals would have been failure to hold break this. Second one is its failure to hold the 10.5 support level. So this entire area, I'll circle that this entire area is your sell signal because it failed to hold that particular level. So for those who bought from the breakout from the 4.5 level, target price is 10.5, it would have given you still 135% gain, and that's what makes it so interesting. Anyways, that's for ACEX. First thing you need to know is the breakout from 4.4. Target price was the 10.5 because it failed to hold that range. That would have been your signal to start selling as well. So yeah, as you notice it, out of the 5 stocks that were really deep diving in, the main narrative and the main context for everything is basically the main narrative and main context for everything is, look at it, what's happening. It came from a large resistance, came from a large sideways market. After being in a sideways market, the stock started to break out. After the breakout, that's where the explosive move came in. Lastly, this is something that I tracked personally because I have been I followed also the story about what San Miguel was doing. This stock massively was in a downtrend. After it was massively in a downtrend, same thing. It hit a certain consolidatory level. Then after breaking out, the buy signal was the breakout from the 6.5 level. Then boom, 137% gain. Target price could have been this resistance level, and then now it started to move sideways. So your sell signal would have been its failure to break out from the 15 peso level. Your sell signal would have been it struggles to break the 15 peso level as well. So same narrative, stocks that have dropped down massively, then have started to consolidate. That's where you profit, that's where you sell, that's where you make money off of it. If you notice it, the style is always the same, the narrative is always the same. It doesn't change. You always buy stocks that break out from long resistances. You always buy stocks that have been dropping, have been in a downtrend, and have started to reverse.
That's how you win in the markets. So are you guys learning from all of this? Is this something that's helping you? I hope it does, because I'm just gonna continue to create as much content for you guys as possible, because I want you to win. So the question that I'd like to pose to all of you is what I always post. What will you do with this knowledge? What will you do knowing that if you find reversals in charts, in stocks, from a stock that's moving sideways and you start buying them, you can make money off of it? What will you do if you find stocks that are in downtrends, knowing that they're in downtrends, they start to reverse? Those are your candidates to buy. Comment. I'm learning if you want me to make more videos like this as well. If you guys appreciate these videos, I'd appreciate if you could like, share, and comment, and subscribe, and smash the bell. And if you're free, December 14, join us for the top stocks for 2020.
Hey guys, so I hope you guys learned a lot. I hope you're enjoying. I hope videos like this is something that's part of your daily life. We need this. We need to have a new generation of Filipinos learning and craving and wanting to learn about information, about investing, about financial freedom, about taking the time to be financially free. If you spend a lot of time entertaining yourself and relaxing, that's good and that's okay. But I submit to you, take 10, 15, 20 minutes of your day to learn, and take another 10, 15, 20 minutes of your day to execute what you learn here from this channel, from what you read, what you watch, what you hear. Execute it. Make resolutions. Make executable items for 2020. Don't let what you learn here or what you hear from my channel and what you watch remain here. Execute it. Make a lot of people benefit from it as well. Guess what? Because if you start earning more money, you're gonna spend it. And as you start spending more money, it benefits the economy. Or as you start earning more money, you start creating more businesses. Guess what? It generates more jobs as well. And I really believe that as you earn more, you get to put yourself in a position where you get to help other people as well. And that's where prosperity comes with a purpose, that your money is not just about you. It's about you helping your family. It's about you providing for the needs of the people around you, providing for family and friends that need your help as well. It's hard to give if you don't have it yourself. So I want to push you. I want to nudge you. It's time for you to have not just a great 2019. It's time for you to have 2020 as your greatest year yet. Please remember this. The reason you're alive is that your greatest days are still way ahead of you, and there's so much for you to achieve as well. So keep on pushing, keep on hustling. I'm gonna keep on hustling as well, because the more you hustle, the better you become. The more you hustle, the more earnings will come your way. And it's not wrong to earn. It's not wrong. People always talk about active income as something that's bad. Please remember this. Active income is cool, because it's still amazing to have what? You working for something, you from the labors of your hands earning as well. But never forget passive income. Never forget building a stockpile of assets in the finest and prime years of your life. So this is Marvin Germo. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.